Ladies and gentlemen, we are back live at the Cheyenne Ice and Event Center for SCL69. We're ready for fight number 2 of the evening. This fight is sponsored by R&R Fitness, Meal Prep and Nutrition. Sundays are for God and family, not spending all day in the kitchen. Let us meal prep for you. Visit our website at rrfitnessmealprep.com. Who's ready for fight number 2? Our next fight is an elimination 160-pound MMA fight scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Let's meet your first fighter. Introducing first, fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, Josh Goodfella Scheller.
Josh Scheller with DCO MMA making his way to the cage now. Another Colorado fighter making the drive to Wyoming. Strong contingent of Colorado fighters on the card this evening. That's where Sparta Combat League is based out of, but going nationwide is the brand. Going to have shows all over the country this year, so keep an eye out for Sparta, hopefully coming toward a city near you. If not, like we said earlier, thanks for joining us on Facebook, where you can always catch the Sparta Combat League events. 160-pound fight here. Scheller being checked by the Wyoming State Commission referee. They are using the unified rules as were adopted by most MMA commissions 2 years ago. Let's meet his opponent.
And his opponent, fighting out of the Blue Corps Shooting Center blue corner, Josh Atkinson.
Mr. Josh Atkinson making the short walk to the cage. Love this venue here in Wyoming. Everything's nice and close, nice and tight. Basically called an intimate venue, and not a bad seat in the house. Some elevated seating, which is always pretty cool, looking down inside the cage while you're watching the fights. Sort of a gladiatorial type feeling. Mr. Atkinson with his name tattooed across his back. That always makes it nice for the commentators if you're not familiar with the fighter. We know who's who.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, this fight is sponsored by R&R Fitness Meal Prep. Visit their website at rrfitnessmealprep.com. Now, let's meet our 2 fighters. Fighting first out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner. He stands at 5 foot 11 inches tall, weighed in at 160 pounds, training out of Round 1 Gym and Tough as Nails MMA and Jiu-Jitsu with a record of 1-2. From Jackson Hole, Wyoming, Josh Goodfella Scheller. And his opponent, fighting out of the Blue Corps Shooting Center blue corner, stands at 6'1", weighed in at 159 pounds. He trains at the Garage. This is his amateur debut with a record of 0-0. From Laramie, Wyoming, Josh Atkinson. Your referee for this bout will be Tom Milstead.
By mistake on the introduction to Mr. Scheller, he trains out of the Round 1 gym in Wyoming, being cornered by the DCO MMA fighters. So, not sure if his gym couldn't make it in this evening or what, but so Colorado chipping into corner Wyoming here, and Mr. Atkinson wearing the black and white. Also out of Wyoming, starts it off with a couple of stabbing teep kicks and immediately goes to the knee strikes against Scheller, and Scheller takes a couple of hard punches there. Quick action to start this 160-pound fight. My goodness, Atkinson, no luck in the takedown. He set it up nicely, but good footwork by Scheller in order to keep himself from being put on the mat. Scheller, I was going to say momentarily getting the action slowed down, but he takes some hard shots there, and that's going to be it. Congratulations to the Laramie, Wyoming fighter. Josh Atkinson has a very quick, very early round 1. Pretty sure they're going to call it a knockout victory. Well done, Mr. Atkinson. Take a moment here, going to let the doc go in and do his work, as Atkinson got a cut or a broken nose or something somewhere, because there's quite a bit of blood there. So it's going to take a couple of minutes here in order to get Mr. Atkinson to have his faculties back, and they're calling to get the paramedics in the cage with a little oxygen here. All right, here we go. Good to see Scheller coming back up, sitting against the cage, getting his wits back about him. And I think it's possibly from a broken nose that we're seeing all the blood from there. Gonna have the paramedics do their work and get the cage folks in there to clean up some stuff too. Goodness gracious, did Atkinson open up like the windows of a house on fire. So again, I'll remind folks, in Wyoming, the way the commission works is the doctor is the only one allowed into the ring to attend to the fighters, other than paramedics, obviously. Normally you would see cornermen in there trying to help bring their fighter around, or you know, with the other fighter, keeping him over in his corner of the cage or whatever. But here in Wyoming, they want to make sure that the doctor has plenty of room and all the time that he needs to do his work. So he's the only one in there till it's certain that the fighters are okay. Then they'll get some other folks in to allow them to help tend to things as they're doing right now. Not sure how well these opponents knew each other, but Mr. Atkinson seemed to come out with a game plan of striking, tried to put it on the mat a little bit. That didn't work, wasn't super committed to the takedown, and then when Mr. Scheller tried to step away and separate,
ladies and gentlemen,
Atkinson
just a reminder tonight, after the fights,
him.
Cadillac Ranch, the official after party of SCL69, located at 3307 Nation Way, Cheyenne, Wyoming. Again, that's Cadillac Ranch. We expect to see you all out there after the fights.
So as I was saying, when Mr. Scheller tried to separate, Atkinson stayed stuck to him, continued with his striking. Always difficult to strike when you're trying to back up like Scheller was, and Atkinson able to deliver the knockout strikes. Just a moment, we'll get our ring announcer in there and have word on the official time. sportsmanship being shown there. Hey, buddy, sorry I knocked you unconscious. It's all good, right? Smiles and a fist bump. I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Tom Milstead, has called a stop to the action at 33 seconds into round number 1, declaring your winner by TKO, Josh Atkinson.
So a 33-second round 1 TKO for Mr. Josh.
Josh, that was a heck of a debut. You guys came out swinging hard and fast. Tell us a little bit about what gave you the confidence to come out and just throw punches like that in your first fight.
Really, just my brother and my pops. They pushed me through everything and helped me. They helped me out a lot with this. So they're my biggest motivation, plus my family.
I'm assuming you got a couple people you'd like to thank tonight?
Yeah, my brother and my pops and one of my coaches who couldn't be here. Shout out to them. And then shout out to one of my brothers that's out fighting for our country in the Marine Corps. I want to give a shout out to him. Prayers to his family.
Thanks, Josh. One heck of a fight. Have a good night. Josh Atkinson, ladies and gentlemen.
Use what the Spartans use. Spartan Labs, fueling the ultimate athlete and beyond. Check your local gym and Spartan Labs online to find high-quality nutritional supplements to aid in accomplishing your fitness goals. Whether you want to slim down or bulk up, welcome to the brand. Spartan Labs has all the top products from pre-workout to post-workout and everything in between. Available for every physique and training regimen. Online at SpartanLabsOnline.com.